Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel National Skills Network. Today me Sahitya and my colleague Pratyusha, we will talk to you all about how skills and entrepreneurship will help us in boosting the toy industry in India. So without much delay, let's get into the topic. Skills and entrepreneurship to boost toy industry in India. Toy industry in India is as old as our civilization. There are toys which are parrot-shaped whistles. There is a idol of monkey. There are many things that were found from the times of Indus Valley civilization in our country. And in India, we have a rich variety of toys which are made from wood, metal, cloth, stone, and many other things. So basically, India does not have any dearth of talent or skill. And recently, Prime Minister Modi has called to make India the toy manufacturing hub of the world. He also called for youngsters to help in boosting the entrepreneurship and employment in the next 5 years in the toy industry in India. So I would like Pratyusha to tell us how toy industry and this call from Prime Minister will help us in boosting the local economy.
Vocal for Local is a great initiative from the Prime Minister. Our toy industry has the potential to grow immensely. It is just that it needs the right kind of recognition. So, if we start using locally made products, our base economy will be strengthened.
Yeah. Like as I told, there's no dearth of the talent or skill in India with regards to the toy industry. So I would like to mention some of the toy clusters in India which have been existing from many years in the history. So some of them are wood and terracotta toys from Sabalpur in Odisha, clay toys from West Bengal in Madhya Pradesh, terracotta toys from Tamil Nadu, wooden toys from Chennapatna in Karnataka, and Etikopaka and Kontapalli toys from Andhra Pradesh, and bamboo toys from Tripura. Here are some pictures of Etikopaka and Kondapalli toys from Andhra Pradesh. And these are some of the toys from Chennapatna from Karnataka. From gadgets to real toys. This is where the potential of toy industry actually lies. If there are kids in your home and if you see around, basically, there are many kids who are involved with mobiles. They get rhymes, they talk to mobiles through various apps. Basically, they watch movies or videos, everything through mobile. People and children basically have stopped playing with real toys in hands. So how do we shift the kids' attention from the gadgets to real toys? Indigenous toys in education. Toys can actually help in developing many skills in children from very young age. First thing is learning with in learning with toys, it promotes experiential learning. You touch the toy, you fix something. So there are many skills that develop. It develops your sensory organs or your sense of touch, etc. These toys can be used to teach languages, maths, and even science. It speeds up language development. It encourages teamwork and social interaction. With mobiles, it's more individualistic and kids don't get to talk much. But whereas with real toys, people actually play, they get to complete some incomplete toy. So it encourages curiosity, it helps in developing teamwork and in social interaction. Pratisha, could you tell us about some of the challenges and issues these craftsmen and artisans are currently facing in the toy industry in India?
So Sahitya, like you said, toys could be an integral part in the teaching and learning, but toy industry in India is facing many challenges and issues related to craftsmen and artisans. The lack of basic training in designing and marketing is making it somewhat difficult for the toy industry to grow further. While the toy industry has the potential to grow immensely and the artisans have the right skills, it's just that the skills need a new dimension and diversification. Most of the artisans and craftsmen are are working in an informal setup, so they don't have that much of knowledge regarding business and other aspects related to business. So they need the right kind of information, knowledge, guidance, and the right platform to showcase their arts and crafts. Here here e-commerce sites like Amazon, Flipkart could be the right platform for them to grow their business. Now Amazon and Flipkart, they have started a separate segment to promote these locally made toys, which I think is a very good initiative, and this will also support the vocal for local thing. This will also bring in the market linkage, which is lacking otherwise. These craftsmen also need the right kind of financial support, funding, and incubation to grow their business further.
Yes, Pratyusha, I totally agree. As we all know, and as Pratyusha has mentioned, the toy industry is mostly informal. So we need to work towards making it formal through financial support and incubation support, which will also help them in having market linkages. Like she mentioned, Amazon and Flipkart, there are also many other e-commerce sites which are dedicatedly promoting handicrafts and handlooms, basically Indian made goods. So toys have a lot of potential to grow if the market linkages are linked well. Reviving the toy industry. So there is no dearth of talent, and there are with few issues and challenges. If we address them, we can revive the toy industry. But most importantly, we need to encourage youngsters to get into this field, get into the industry to revive the crafts. Youngsters must be encouraged to take up these crafts and hone the skill. Youngsters should give their ideas to make these toys relevant in the market with new designs. There are many, you name a state and there will be a unique toy that is made, unique craft that is made from that state. So we have many skills and many crafts from each of the states in India. But if we go on making the same kind of toys that are not much relevant in the current market, will not be able to grow in terms of both the economy or in terms of the design or the skill. So we need to encourage youngsters to make these toys relevant to the current market trends and what kind of toys that kids are playing, what kind of toys are the schools looking for, what kind of toys are we competing with the foreign players. Marketing both domestic and global. I would like to share a fact that Indian toy industry is worth more than 200 crores, but 90% of the industry, its share is shared by the toys from China, Malaysia, Dubai, and even USA. So basically, the domestic toys are not encouraged or are not enough in the current market. And we have lot of export potentials and also a lot of market in the domestic setup to grow. So youngsters must be encouraged to get into this toy industry and revive the crafts. So there are many things that are being taken up recently in the toy industry in India after Prime Minister Modi has called to make India toy manufacturing hub of the world. So Pratisha, could you mention few of these and explain what these are about?
Yes, Sahitya, like you rightly said, there are many updates regarding the toy industry in India. So, starting with the news regarding Saharanpur, which is widely recognized for its wooden carving skills. The state has selected this district under its one district one product scheme, beginning a new chapter. The Saharanpur wood carvers are going to make non-toxic wooden toys under the National Rural Livelihood Scheme. our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has a vision to make India the toy manufacturing hub. So he expressed his happiness towards the response that the states are giving in doing so. Prime Minister also called for a meeting to discuss the ways to boost the toy manufacturing in our country. Coming to the Equus Aerospace, which is a Karnataka-based aerospace manufacturing expert, is now going to set up a toy manufacturing cluster in Koppal, Karnataka. The toy manufacturing cluster aims to provide 1 lakh direct and indirect jobs by the year 2025. One of the traditional toys of Andhra Pradesh, which is known as Ettikopaka, uh, uh, the toy has gained recognition by the Prime Minister. While our while Indian craftsmen are doing their best and putting their hard work to produce all these wonderful toys, the one thing they lack is recognition. And the recognition from Prime Minister would definitely boost their morale and will keep them motivated to keep up the good work. The next news is regarding a student from Channapatna, which is also known as the town of toys or toy town of Karnataka, is working closely with the toy makers to keep the traditional toy making alive. It is always good to see youngsters actively participating in keeping the traditional work of India alive.
Yes, Pratyusha, I totally agree with you. I think this is what we from NSN would like our audience to take away. Uh, like you mentioned about the city students who's actually making the toy makers, he's taking their toys and he's being the market linkage. He's helping people from Channapatna to sell their toys either in directly or on e-commerce sites. I think that is how we want the youngsters to uh, take part in building this industry through skills and entrepreneurship and also employment. So thank you all for watching. We hope our video on the skills and entrepreneurship, how they're going to boost the toy industry in India was useful to you all. So we look forward for India becoming the toy manufacturing hub of the world in next 5 years. Thank you all.